I needed to go through that process for God to use me today. I grew up in quite a good environment. Although my father was a very strict person, so I really wanted to escape from those situations. So when I had a chance to go overseas to study, I took it without a second thought. I went to India to do my medicine, to study medicine. So over there I could really see the freedom and experience the freedom. When I got my freedom in hand, I really didn't know how to manage it well. Having a big crowd of friends and all that was fun, and partying also was part of the picture. So that's how drinking booze and smoking cigarettes and smoking weed and all that started as a recreational part of my life. But as time went by, without me realizing, I actually got into the cycle of addiction. Slowly it took over my life. And then things became worse after I got in touch with heroin. Being a medical student, I wanted to, really wanted to understand how heroin works and how you actually, take the syringe and fill up the drugs and administer it to your own self. Actually, I wanted to try it, So I became my own doctor. I didn't care about my parents, my studies, how much of money my parents are spending on me for the studies and all that. It was just out of my mind. The only thing is to feed my addiction. This was my worst time of my addiction. I lost quite a lot of weight and I'm looking quite bad. What motivated me to change was the fact that my life was becoming bad to worse. So I had to drop out from my medical studies, and I came back home. Because life was not moving anywhere anymore already. I lost my self-esteem, sense of dignity. Nothing was there. I was just sitting inside a room surrounded by four walls and depressed and broken down, and just sitting there and thinking to myself, looking at the four walls, what happened to me? That is what motivated me to take that first step towards recovery. Because of long time addiction and all that, I also had some psychological issues. I was in depression and all that, so I went to this psychiatric doctor for treatment. One day I was just talking to him, can you help me out here? Do you know any rehab center? And that's when this doctor gave me a number of my center leader. His name is Matthew Wong. It was a Christian CARE center. In this center, that's where Jesus found me. Addiction itself, the withdrawal part of addiction and all that, I think is just about 1 month, 2 weeks to 1 month, you can overcome it. But the rest of it is here in our head, and also about our attitude and the behaviors that we want to change, that we want to transform to be a new person. So that was the most difficult part. Somehow I managed about 10 months in the program, and then one fine day I couldn't take it anymore. I think in a way I manipulated my parents, and then they trusted me, and they took me back. And I only stayed clean for about 3 months, and then I relapsed back again. But the second time around, yes, I was really serious, and I stayed back and completed the program. Stayed back another 2 years as a helper in the center. I've developed this passion to to help others lah with similar addiction issues lah. And when I came out, I heard about Malaysian CARE. So I was really eager to join Malaysian CARE and serve in the ministry lah. I always had the passion to continue my study, to learn some new things, especially in regards to the work that I was doing lah, social worker, so that I can serve better. So when this opportunity came up again to study, I really got stressed. I was contemplating. I was asking myself whether I could really do it, because of the past experience. Again going to studies. Oh gosh, will I repeat my mistake? How one day when I'm going to class studying and I really got stressed, and then my car just detour and go and buy the drugs, and I relapse and get hooked back into drugs. All these kind of things was going on until I went into depression again, because as much as I wanted this opportunity, as much as I wanted to take it, I was also so fearful that I will fall back into my past mistakes. But I had good support with me, especially my HR director at that time. They really supported me, gave me that positive encouragement that I needed to face my so-called demon and to take up the course. And it was a good decision. Yeah, it was a good decision because I met a lot of new friends, my classmates, and then they were equally supportive. And after 3 years, we managed to complete the course. I never lost my support from my father and mother. So that gave me a lifeline support. Looking back to all the experience I went through, I guess it was for good. Yeah. If I didn't go through all that challenges and the struggle and all that, I believe Jesus wouldn't have found me. Yeah, or rather I wouldn't have found Jesus. Yeah, Jesus knows me well because for me to change is not easy. So he had to allow me to go through this process of addiction and then going through rehab, and then breaking myself up and remolding me, reshaping me. And all that so I needed to go through that process for God to use me today What I can say to those who are having similar issues, don't be fearful or don't be shameful to reach out Yeah, that's the most important thing When we are in addiction, we are not able to do it on our own We definitely need our support system, a support for us to come out of it So yeah, do not be shameful or shy to reach out.